So next, we're going to have a look at distinct count. This is a really, really important keyword because it gives you a list of unique values. Really, really important to do that because it gives you an idea of what's going on inside the actual field. So you can see here I've already written a simple keyword search. We'll actually search for any log with this particular IP address set. So I've already ran this, and if we scroll down a little bit, we can see this thing's covered in IP addresses anyway. We have JSON, and then we have request your IP, and then we have the IP address field down here. So this is what we're looking for. So first thing I'm going to do actually before I get into the actual querying is I'm just going to shorten this a little bit to make it a little bit simpler to work with. So when you have logs that are really complex, it's actually quite nice to use a DataPrime feature that allows you to rename fields, just move things around a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just that value. It's like, okay, cool. So now I've got a breakdown of all my different fields and values. So now I can do an aggregation. So for example, I can do group by $d.ip address. It's the only field that's there. That makes it easy. And I will do a count. I'll do a distinct count. $d.ip address. And this will show me all of the different unique values that I've got and how much each one appears. Really, really nice, especially for this IP address use case, because you can get a really clear idea of what's going on in a particular field. For example, if one IP address is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So this is just a really nice way of solving that problem. But it shows you all the different unique values anyway. So if you're expecting a certain distribution of IP addresses, you're expecting a certain number of IP addresses, the distinct count will give you an idea of how things are varying. Distinct count is very, very powerful for this particular use case. But you can see here, this is just a nice example of how DataPrime, in one query here, we've got a filter, a select, and a group by. Very readable. You read it from left to right. It's very, very clear what's going on. And some other things as well. The schema can be changed dynamically as we go. So you notice here, I actually just I drop all the fields and I say, I just want this one. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to name it IP address. And that makes my subsequent querying much, much simpler, much easier to read. So DataPrime is all about this scalable, easy to read syntax, transforming your data on the fly and keeping things simple. That's the most important part of the Coralogix DataPrime platform.